Hey, what are you cooking?
Hey, steak tacos for lunch.
Right on, it looks delicious.
Yeah. On this trip. Cheers. Yum. Got everything prepped up over here. So we're gonna slice the steak soon. But do you guys want to take a tour again?
Do it.
Year 3 at Expo.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'll take this. Okay, so this is the whole Camp Chef kitchen setup that I've been using for about 1.5 years now. I love it. This table is amazing. This table gets a lot of traction. People love this table because it goes even higher, so it's like counter height. Great little stove. Got it hooked up over here to the propane tank that slides out. This is the extrusion rack. So this is where we're with today. So we got the propane in here. Always have this set up. You guys, pretty much everybody knows that. Like this is my little kitchen area. So nothing much has changed over here. I still have the Pelican boxes mounted on the mounting company mounts. Love them. Basically, you can turn any case into a quick release case. You drill into it. It's totally waterproof because there's a gasket provided. So that's awesome. Grizzly, sorry. Move over. So in here, we still have the molly panel, full cab, full back wall molly panel from Trail & Co. And that thing is awesome. We have the cargo dog I really use it for clothes and boots and shoes. And like little like blankets in there. This thing is one of my favorite. It's not kind of a little messy right now, but yeah. Yeah, and it's all lockable. And then in front, this is the newest thing I just did. We got the Wolf Box. This is the Wolf Box G900 Tri Pro. I think that's the whole name, which means it's got the camera here. It's got the camera at the bumper. So you'll see the front bumper. This is amazing off-road because you can, from the screen in there, you can slide up or down and the camera will actually move up or down. So if you want to see even more in front of you, it's amazing. Just the best. Yeah. And then around here is the back one, the rear camera. And this is a great system because it really is just plug and play. I didn't even hardwire it yet, but this will actually turn on once it senses motion. So I'm going to go back in it and like see who actually dropped that air tag on my truck earlier. Not at Expo, on the way here. So yeah. And then we have, I don't know if everyone saw this, my little coffee patio up here.
I was gonna say, I need the story on this.
So basically, you see how there is a useless door in the front of this tent. There's like 2 of them. I was thinking, I'm like, I have so much stuff mounted on the T-channels around the tent that like, if I just needed a different entry point, basically. So put a roof rack on, get a piece of plywood with some turf, staple that down, and now you have a little entryway in there. And I have the coffee kit up there, so you never have to leave the tent to like make tea in the morning or coffee or whatever. And my skincare is up there, my face mask. So I don't have to get down at all. That's my little prep for sleep. Oh, the Wii Boost is new. That's new. This truck is so built out. It's been 5 years. What else am I going to do? Like, what else am I doing here? Yeah. But these little things I always wanted. The tech stuff was big this year. So I have the Wii Boost. That is a lot of people know about it. It's not a Starlink. It's not going to go get you satellite, coverage. Yeah. It's going to basically boost everyone's network, cellular network that's near it. So there's an internal antenna inside the car that links up to that. And you could boost, if you had 1 bar, you'll get 3. If you had 2 bars, you get full. So it's pretty cool. And then back here, it's just the other side. Yeah. And then this is new from last year. My Bouge RV shower. Took one this morning. Hot shower instantly. It's amazing.
I was eyeballing that earlier.
Yeah. It's really a difference having a hot shower while you're camping, okay? Especially when it's this hot. Yeah. And then here we have the Midnight Forest tank. That's where I get my water from. This is on the extrusion rack, and this is the side that actually flips up, which I would show, but all my stuff is in the way right now. And yeah, so tilting fridge slide, one of my favorite things. Because when you're trying to build a really tall truck, you're not going to be able to see in your fridge anymore, honestly. Oh, this is new. The Iceco fridge. Everyone knows I've had the Dometic for so long, but it was on this side. It was smaller. And then after last expo, I actually got this one. It's a much bigger fridge. It's dual zone, so I have ice this whole time. And don't tell everybody I have ice because they're looking for it. Just a select few. Yeah, and I think that's it. Still got the decked mega drawer. Still loving it. You know, at some point when you get to some point in your build, you don't really need to go crazy anymore. You just get things that you needed, things that make sense, and then work on the small stuff or work on maintenance, basically. Yeah, well, you get excited. I mean, I started 5 years ago with like 3 Plano boxes and a cooler and a ground tent. And then I started building and slowly thinking about it. And now I feel like this setup works perfect for me. The compact awning I wanted instead of the super long awning. It's a 270, but it's smaller. Like the footprint is smaller, which I like. I want everything to stay tight in the car because East Coast trails are tight. Things get hung up. And I mean, when we go out west, it doesn't matter. So trees. But here, when we're wheeling in like Vermont, it's tight. That you want to keep everything I like to keep it within my fender flares and just the length of the tent. Everything stays tight, basically. But yeah. And now we're back to tacos. Okay, so basically, everyone knows that I just make tacos, and that's it. That's all that's on the menu at the Jeep Cantina. Okay, so today we're making steak tacos. So this is how I like to build my taco. Because I always explain this to people. The guac is the glue. The guac of the cheese and the guac is the glue. So we put guac down there. Then you need the tahini. And I don't care if you don't like tahini, just do it. Tahini is great. Then we put the steak down. I've had this down to a science. Yeah, because I've been slinging tacos all weekend over here. Then we get some salad, the crunchy kind. Then we get a little mater. And now we have a taco. Ta-da!
That looks delicious.
I have 3 tacos here for anybody that wants them.
Cop, 3 tacos.
John, you want a taco? Literally. Yes. Wandering drunk in the desert in Palm Springs. This past that's what's reason missing. Okay. Right. So the story behind my sombrero. Hey! What's going on? So I went, some New York friends. So I was drinking margaritas in the Anza Borrego Desert. That's where I was in May, and I stumbled into a thrift shop and I found this sombrero. And I flew home with it, okay? I put it in the overhead, through the whole airport. Also on that trip, I lost my tooth because I hit something. It was a really interesting sight because you're walking through the airport and everyone's like, oh my God, sombrero. So I have to smile because I'm laughing. And then you see my tooth, it was funny. But anyway, the sombrero completes the Jeep Cantina setup over here because I'm only making tacos all the time. So
Love it.
welcome.
Stop by for tacos.
Johan, you guys want a taco? I have 1 taco. Okay. Yes. Okay. So my next adventure, I think I'm working on something project out in Utah for December. Yeah. So I'm hoping that goes through. But otherwise, you can find me at Off-Road Fitness on Instagram.
Awesome.
Bye, guys.